Today for the Bitcoin price with DaVinci J15. And yes, you already saw it in the title. This is a scary horror scenario for Bitcoin. Is this actually going to happen, or is there something which can save us? We will talk about that. You know that we've been talking about this specific scenario for quite some time actually. I remember how DaVinci actually was getting very, very cautious just before the crash here when we made the video in the Dubai Mall. And well, now we are back again. I have you finally back again in the show, DaVinci. I really want to know your knowledge bombs and what you are predicting for Bitcoin in the immediate short term. And before I am coming to the most important question of today, I want to tell everyone, go down below, subscribe to DaVinci J15's channel. If you haven't already, click on the channel, subscribe to his channel. What are you waiting for, guys? And of course, leave a like on that video. I truly appreciate your support. Recently, we are breaking all records and it's completely mind-blowing. If I'm going over here, you can see that our channel already reached 400k subscribers over on YouTube. So thank you so much for that. Also remember, you get $5,800 in bonuses in the pinned comment down below. Step number 1, click the link, make an account. After the initial deposit, you get this bonus in the links down below. Now let me come to the most important question of today. DaVinci J15, why the heck are you wearing something red again? But with that being said, how are you doing today, my man?
Man, I'm in the 555, trying to stay alive here with Bitcoin below 40k. It's unbelievable, right? I hopefully we'll see something better, but I don't know. I don't got some good news for everybody here.
All right. Let's talk about that. I mean, from a fundamental point of view, and from me being a moon boy, I have a very hard time believing that the bull market is over already. I want to say honestly, charting wise, we are having some warning signs, and I wanted to know first of all from you, DaVinci, what is this horror scenario for Bitcoin? What is the price targets you are looking out for? What actually has to happen for you to turn even more bearish here for Bitcoin in the immediate short term? Before we can maybe talk about this little scenario, this little savior in the horizon, which can maybe save us from that.
Well, right now, Bitcoin is a big short, mostly, right? I'm short to neutral, basically. And it's unfortunate, right? It has a lot of fundamental values, of course, right? We're going to see Bitcoin, of course, being the world reserve currency. And, of course, it's going to be used by corporations beforehand. It's going to be used by corporations to store their wealth, right? And, yeah, but all that is coming in the future. It's not here right now. So right now we're going to see a lot of volatility, and you have to survive it. Now, I don't think people should go out and sell their Bitcoins personally, right? Do you?
No. There's a big difference between shorting and selling, right?
Definitely. And people sometimes get that confused, right? The difference between shorting and selling is that when you sell, right, you're selling out of the asset completely, and then you're taking cash and you're holding it. And you're hoping to get lower prices. And there's no guarantee that my TA is going to give you the lower prices, unfortunately, right? And sometimes it will. It's just that you might not hit the buy order. So I suggest people just, hold on to their Bitcoins. With strong hands.
Diamond
If you're going to
ones.
short, yeah, exactly, diamond hands. If you're going to short is different, completely different. You're not actually affecting the price. If you go on to like Bybit, FMX, and Dudex or whatever exchanges you use, right? You're not actually affecting the cause of the price, causing an effect of the price by shorting it. All you're doing is betting that the price is going to go down, right? That's all you're doing. So you don't really actually sell anything, right? Sell your Bitcoins on those exchanges. What you do is just bet the price is going down, and that's okay. That's all right. But there is a cost if you're wrong, of course, right? Liquidation cost. Should Bitcoin say, no, dog, this is Bitcoin? Go straight up.
Exactly, man. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Do you think there's going to be this Xi Jinping moment where the unexpected pump is coming and we're finally going back above the 21-week EMA? Like this is Bitcoin move, or do you think that we are going to continue downwards? Do you have any price targets, any like specific levels we have to hold?
Yes. Okay. So let's talk about that. That is always a scary moment for shorts because there's no. If you're going long, your downside is limited. But if you're going short, you can lose a lot more.
Exactly, because like it can just go up to 300%. The downside is 100% by longing, right?
Exactly. So there's a big difference, right? So you have to be careful because that is always a possibility that all of a sudden Beth Bezos says, screw it, I'm going all in.
Yeah.
and,
Or
and then,
Apple. Apple just hiring
or
crypto experts, right? Did you see that?
exactly, I know. Exactly. It's something like that. I mean, they're hiring crypto experts, but at the same time, right? It's not enough to pump the market. But if they were to come out and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, we're converting 50% of our balance sheet, right, to
That's
Bitcoin over
something, yeah.
time. That's something
Yeah,
else.
I just remember how PayPal was just hiring crypto experts. We all know what happened two months later, right? So I just think this could be a harbinger of Apple maybe planning something with Bitcoin in the mid run. But what I was wondering, Da Vinci, is especially the 21-week EMA. We closed below. This is always what we always have been waiting for, that big bounce. Bitcoin failed to bounce. We went below. We closed below. The next week already closes again in 2 days. So what do you think about that? Do you think we are going to go back above? Is it even still a valid indicator? Because it was always, for me, it is still a valid indicator. What does this mean for the grand scheme of things for Bitcoin?
Yes, it is possible that we go above the 21 EMA, but we have to break above the 42,500 level. If we don't break above that, it's not good. Things are not good. If we do break above it, it becomes neutral to partially bearish to the market. Uh, Still, it remains partially bearish because we need to break above the 65,000 level.
Yeah,
But it is
so far away.
so,
So far
so
away.
yeah, I know exactly. It's so far away, but at least we'll get to 50K. The problem is if we break back below the 42.5, it's a nightmare scenario, and so we don't want to do that because then it becomes actually a longer term bear market.
Yeah.
If we do that, if we go above the 42.50, 42,500, and then come back and break it again, a long-term bear market. Hopefully,
Run,
that's
run,
not
run.
the case. That's not the case. That's not the case.
Wow.
But if we stay below the 42.50 right now,
Yeah.
and we break below the 30K, we can see 17K as early as next month. And now it's not a bad thing because that means that this bear market is very short. If we quickly make the bottom, right, the bear market is going to
Yeah.
be short. If we take too long to make the bottom, yeah, it's going to be projected, right? Bear
Exactly.
market. So
I do agree, because a sharp rejection to the downside is actually for every holder something good. And this market really reminds me a little bit more on the cycle we had in 2013, where we had this massive run up, a crazy 75% correction. Bitcoin even closed below the 21-week EMA, and then in the next week it shot up, and we basically went into the second part of the bull market. This is something I was talking about like 10 months ago, where I said that I think the first run-up will be like this institutional run-up where they are loading off their backs, and then we have one last selling pressure, a lot of red volume created, which is happening right now, where the last institutions are getting in, and then we are probably getting one last retail run towards the upside. I could imagine a scenario like this unfolding. I didn't expect that we are going to go that low, maybe. I didn't expect that we are going to close below, but a scenario like this is actually something I really thought is likely for Bitcoin. And it seems like maybe it's happening now, right? I mean, we had one close below the 21-week EMA in the bull cycle of 2012-13. Let's wait and see what happens. On the balance of everything, what do you expect for Bitcoin to be next?
well, I expect us to go down from here at this point. I don't see us breaking above the 42,500. I think that's a lower possibility. It's not impossible. It's just low. It's just the probabilities are against us right now at this point in time.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more highly probable that we go and touch the 30K and bounce off of that. That's probably where we're going to go and bounce off of that and then go back up. Now, again, I don't think we're going to head back up to the 42K to try it again if we do bounce off of the 30K level. We'd have to see a bounce a lot higher than the 30K level in order for us to say, okay, fine, maybe we'll break above the 42.5, right?
Honestly,
I don't see that.
bouncing at 30K, I would celebrate that. It would be a massive double bottom, like on the 4 hourly, on the daily. So Could be nice, that scenario, but we definitely, bottom line, we have to hold the previous low, right? Shouldn't create a new low. That is very interesting. And Da Vinci, I have an appointment now, but I truly appreciate your time, because it is very crucial times right now, and people are really requesting your thoughts on that. So thank you very much for that. Unfortunately, I already have to wrap it up. I hope that people enjoyed that episode. Leave your thoughts down below and give us feedback, guys. Smash up the like button if you want Da Vinci J15, the one and only one, finally to come back more often to our show. I hope, Da Vinci, soon you are going to fly to me, or I'm going to fly to you, so we can do these things in person again. And yeah, with that being said, do you have any things to share, any last words to say or so?
No, always play from a position of strength and do not get wrecked.
And do not get wrecked. Thank you so much. And of course, guys, remember davincij15.com. You find everything. You find his channel, you find Pandora's wallet, find his token, like information about everything down below. Just next to the bonus link I'm having here prepared for you, $5,800 in bonus. Make sure to take advantage of all of these. Trade with a lot of caution, guys. I don't think I have to tell you. But with that being said, we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye.